American aircraft carriers, particularly the Nimitz-class and Ford-class carriers, stand as symbols of global naval power. These colossal vessels are not merely warships, they are floating cities, integral components of global strategy, and irreplaceable instruments of victory for the U.S. Navy. The existence of American carriers represents maritime supremacy and global influence, supporting combat missions while embodying a powerful political statement. The history of aircraft carriers traces back to World War II, an era where they played decisive roles in naval battles. U.S. carriers gradually evolved into strategic assets, forming the core of American naval power. Compared to other naval vessels, their greatest advantages lie in mobility and sustained strike capability. Unlike traditional naval forces reliant on fixed ports, carriers can operate anywhere globally, maintaining formidable air combat capabilities far from home waters. A defining characteristic of U.S. carriers is their independence from any nation's land resources. They require only access to international waters to commence operations. A carrier's foremost advantage lies in its airstrike capability. It can rapidly project substantial aerial firepower to execute diverse missions, including maritime patrol, land attack strikes, and anti-submarine warfare. Equipped with advanced aircraft like the FA-18 Super Hornet, E-2 Hawkeye early warning aircraft, and EA-18G Growler electronic warfare aircraft, an aircraft carrier is not merely a transport vessel, but a platform capable of deploying a complete Air Force combat capability at sea. Each aircraft is armed with high-precision weapons and advanced sensors, granting the carrier the ability to suppress enemy air superiority. The heart of every carrier is its flight deck. Densely packed with aircraft and support equipment, each takeoff and landing demands precise coordination and efficient teamwork. During takeoff, fighters are launched skyward by catapults, accelerating from 0 to 150 miles per hour in seconds. Pilots must rely on masterful skill and exceptional mental fortitude to execute missions under such high-pressure conditions. During landing, the aircraft's arrestor hook must precisely catch the steel cable, a process with virtually zero margin for error. Operational missteps could lead to catastrophic accidents. Though seemingly chaotic, every sailor on the carrier deck operates with seamless coordination under a rigorous command system and intensive training, ensuring safe aircraft operations. Inside the carrier, naval life and operations are highly efficient and disciplined. The carrier isn't just a warship, it's a self-sustaining maritime base. Its size allows it to carry thousands of personnel who operate around the clock under demanding conditions. Logistics, maintenance systems, pilot training, and carrier strike group command and control must all work in tight coordination to keep this massive vessel functioning. Particularly crucial is the damage control team, tasked with repairing the ship, extinguishing fires, and responding to sudden disasters. Every fire, explosion, or potential crisis tests the carrier's emergency response capabilities. Every sailor aboard understands there is no such thing as a safe carrier, only one with precise control and extraordinary responsiveness. The true value of an aircraft carrier extends far beyond combat. It is the cornerstone of U.S. global strategy. Imagine the impact when an aircraft carrier strike group appears in a region. Virtually all hostile forces and allies immediately focus their attention on it. The carrier's mere presence conveys a message. America stands ready to meet any challenge. Whether in strategic conflicts or tense international situations, the carrier's deployment symbolizes America's swift response capability. Every aircraft and every sailor aboard a carrier is ready to bring war to the target area. This deterrent power is unmatched by any other military force. The carrier's operational endurance is another lethal weapon. It can sustain operations for months, not just execute a single airstrike, and begin influencing enemy decision-making even before hostilities commence. The carrier's nuclear propulsion system ensures it can operate at sea for months without external resupply. Simultaneously, support vessels like supply ships and transport ships continuously replenish the carrier with essential resources, guaranteeing its long-term presence and sustained mission capability. Despite its unmatched advantages, the carrier still faces threats from modern anti-ship weapons. With the development of anti-ship missiles, submarines, and even hypersonic weapons, the carrier's vulnerabilities have gradually become apparent. In particular, supersonic missiles can breach a carrier's defense systems in an extremely short time. To counter this threat, the U.S. Navy has strengthened the carrier's air defense systems, not only installing high-tech missile defense systems, but also enhancing electronic warfare capabilities to ensure effective countermeasures against anti-ship attacks. Despite shifts in modern warfare, including the emergence of new weapons like stealth fighters and drones, aircraft carriers remain the mainstay of naval operations. They hold critical importance not only in traditional maritime warfare, but also serve as the front line for information warfare and air superiority operations. In the future, carriers will continue evolving, with intelligent and unmanned systems becoming key development directions. The U.S. Navy is continuously upgrading carrier technology to adapt to increasingly complex battlefield environments. The U.S. aircraft carrier is not merely a steel fortress. It symbolizes the U.S. Navy's global strategy and serves as an extension of maritime presence. Through its airstrike capabilities and strategic mobility, it projects American deterrence to every corner of the world. It is a demonstration of U.S. military might and a crucial pillar of the global security framework. Precisely because carriers possess such formidable combat capabilities and strategic significance, they have become the core of global maritime power. The U.S. aircraft carrier is an irreplaceable strategic asset for the U.S. Navy. It represents not merely a fusion of steel and technology, but the embodiment of American global influence. Over time, the carrier's functions and roles will continue to evolve, yet its core mission remains ensuring U.S. combat readiness in any region worldwide and the ability to rapidly project power. The aircraft carrier will never become obsolete. Instead, it will continue to write legends in future conflicts.